Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about my just a few baits I like to throw, all around basically, so you can throw these springtime all the way to early fall, not really late fall, but so first we're going to start with the hard baits, and what I got here is a Abrogast jitterbug. This thing's about $6. I like to go with just a black color. I'm not quite sure what size this is, but just as a representation, here's my hand. Here's the lure. Basically what you do, this is the top water bait, so I like to throw this right whenever the sun starts to go down. So what it does is it just kind of moves back and forth like this across the top of the water. This one doesn't have a rattle. I think some of them come with rattles. Basically just kind of like make a blub sound, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it, I guess. You can really use this anytime, and a lot of baits you gotta throw at nighttime way up onto the shore and bring it down back in. But what I like to do with these is just kind of fan them. So when I'm in the boat, put the boat right, like if you're working on a river or a small pond, put the boat right in the middle, cast it towards the shore, and then work your way all the way around. So just kind of like a circle around the boat. This is really good. It's about $5.99 to $6.27 without tax. The next, I got a jig. This one, I'm not quite sure the ounce. I think it's 3/4 ounce maybe. It's by Strike King. It's got a crawdad trail on the back, black and blue, kind of small. It's got the weed guard. I trimmed it up just a little too small, as you can see there. Basically I just like to cast this near brush piles or deep water, I guess, but I like to kind of just let it fall, and then work it kind of fast on the first one, and then progressively slower until I find out exactly how they're biting. And the trailer I have on the back is a Christie Craw. Comes in an 8-pack, black and blue, 3.5 inch. I really like these ones. They just catch fish usually whenever I put it on there. I'll take one out and just show you. When I put it on the jig, I usually cut off right till there. So here's what it looks like out of the package. I'll block out some of that, see how it focus. Here's what it looks like, I guess. And I like to bite off or cut or whatever to right about there. So just the first little thing, or second thing, whenever I put on the jig. But whenever I use it regularly, I'll use a 4/0 offset shank worm EWG by Gamakatsu. I got a couple here. Let me just get it out real quick out of my box. Just get one out here. So here's what they look like. I just Texas rigged the bait, so just come through the back here, just like that, just about that much, come out all the way up to the top, and then right about there. And then a lot of people like to just go straight through, but I like to poke it all the way through just because I think it just gives me a better hookup ratio. So see, like now it's kind of straight, but the hook is still sticking out. So what you do is you kind of pull it back in and then stick it in. See, the hook's already basically out. So here's what you have basically. I like these because if the crawdad gets all pushed up and, you know, all balled up like that, it's all still there and the hook's still exposed. See, and then it protects your knot also because the eye is blocked. The Gamakatsu hooks are $3.39 at Academy, and then the weights I use are water gremlin, 1/4 ounce, I think, lead weights, yeah, just that size right there. They usually just keep it on the bottom, you know, and I just kind of hop this along the bottom real slow. Usually works. Don't want to close that yet. So the next bait I have is a grub. These are really good for ponds, which I like to fish. Bass Pro Shops Tournament Series. This one's I grabbed the wrong color. This one's a black flake / silver flake. Comes in 17. They're 4-inch grubs. They're called the Squirming Grub by Bass Pro Shops. And then this one's the same thing, just in green pumpkin. Classic green pumpkin. Now I just have just a bunch of random colors here. Never really tried these out, but I got them. And another one I like is watermelon red. Or watermelon with red flake, I think, is the color. I have it over there. And then what I use is either these are homemade jig heads. I either use this size or this size. So just depends on what the fish want usually, so you just gotta experiment a little bit. So that's basically all my baits. Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't got anything left, so now we'll talk about the rods. This one here is a Berkeley Pro Select Hank Parker small crankbait rod. I think it's a 6 foot. Yeah, it's all marked away. My grandpa gave me this. It's an IM6 graphite. I think it's got a medium action maybe, or fast. It's real nice. And then I have it paired up with a, here I'll take it off so you can see it. Quantum Energy E600N. Real smooth reel. It's really old though, as you can tell, and it's still holding up. Probably 10 years old or so, maybe even more. Right here. I don't have any line on it right now. Real smooth reel. I use this for everything but the grubs, because I don't use the jitterbug on this. I use a different reel, but you know, if I don't have that reel with me, if I'm only taking one pole, this is what I'll use. And then I have a spinning reel, 6'6". I usually mainly use this for drop shotting. It's a Shimano Sojourn, I think. I butchered that. It's a 6'6", power, medium, and action fast. Lure weight is 1/8 to 5/8 ounce. I don't really pay much attention to that. Really nice rod. I like it a lot. And I have it paired up with a, I'm not going to take this one off, Bass Pro Shops Enticer, I believe. Yeah. My grandpa got me this one for Christmas. I believe it's a 5.1 to 1. I don't know. It's hidden back there. Hang on. Let me just back reel a little bit here. 5.1 to 1. Yeah. It's not too fast, but really I just use it for the grubs, so it's not that big a deal. I also use it for drop shots, so not a big deal. I also use an Abu Garcia Ambassador for my top water, just a bigger reel. That's basically what I usually throw over the summertime, other than a drop shot, but I don't know, I just got into that, so I didn't really put it on here. If anybody's got any questions or tips, leave them in the comments below. I'll have a channel linked to my buddy, Cameron Cotton is his name. I believe that's his YouTube channel. I'm not sure if he changed it or not, but go give him subscribe to him if you see this. Thanks for watching. Bye.